And welcome everyone again to Q's TV. Brian Higgins here, Brittney Sykes over here, and we all saw Britt go down in the game on Saturday. And Britt, what was that moment like for you, and what's it been like here the last couple of days?
I mean, the first time it happened, I freaked out, but ever since then, I mean, day by day, I've been getting better. You know, the pain is there, but I mean, it's going to happen.
You have not really had certainly an injury as serious as this appears to be. We don't know the result yet, but in the moment of it, I mean, what's running through your mind, and how are you trying to keep yourself calm and go through that whole rest of the game?
Well, I mean, for one, I couldn't keep calm. Coach was in my ear, he's telling me, calm down, and I'm telling him I can't, and I really don't use that line a lot. But at that moment, I was in so much pain that I couldn't hear anybody. I mean, the gym was quiet, but I think the simple fact of my knee, it was hurting, and I've never felt a pain like that before. It was just too much going through my head. I was wondering, will I be able to get up, or, will I be able to play in the rest of the game? I mean, of course, it looked like I wasn't coming back, but to me, as a player, and I want to be with my team, and we're on the way to making history again, the first win, and it was just a lot going through my head.
Is the tough part right now you still don't know because you don't get your MRI till tomorrow?
Yeah, I think that's the number one thing that's been freaking me out. Is what's wrong, and I mean I've come to coach, knowing that I won't be able to be on the floor with them today physically, but I'll be there with them. But it's more the fact of what's really wrong. So once I find that out, I'll be good.
It was amazing to watch in the moment for a variety of reasons, but to see Q just over the top of you, his head's down in your ear there, it says a lot about, I guess, the relationship that you two have.
Yeah, I mean, of course, everybody sees him, yell at me, and we're going to call it coaching. But for him, to be there, he was there the St. Joe's game when it was an emotional game for me, and he talked to me before the game, and Coach is very, very, very caring and very loving, and I respect that from him a lot. But I mean, it felt good to have somebody there in my ear, and of course, my mom wasn't here, so I didn't have somebody there to really calm me down as much as they could. But to have Coach in my ear, it felt really well, and I know he cares. Even when he does yell at me, it's all because he cares and he wants me to be great.
And tell us how your mom found out, because she wasn't even watching on TV at the time.
I mean, for one, she was watching the GameCast online, and I think she told me yesterday, and she's saying that one of my good high school teammates' mother texted her and asked her, is Britt hurt? And so she texts back, no, I don't know, I'm not watching the game. And then my teammate texts her, and she's like, is Britt hurt? Is she okay? And then she calls her back, and she goes, Regina, Brittney's hurt. They have it on TV. My mom flips to the game. They're showing the last 2 minutes of the game, and she sees me on the bench, and I'm crying. I have ice on my knee. And at that point, she was more satisfied with the fact that she seen I was okay, and obviously I am hurt. So now she's freaking out. What happened? How did she get hurt? And I mean, they showed the replays, but she didn't see it until yesterday when I showed her, and I mean, she almost dropped my phone. So I was like, it's okay. I'm all right, and she just checks on me from now and then.
What's it been like the last 2 days? The amount of support you've gotten. I mean, you've been getting texts and phone calls from, it seems like, everybody you've ever met here in the last few years.
Well, yeah, the past few years, the people that I've come across, they've all texted me. Mariah Jefferson, Diamond DeShields, Michaela Mabry. Notre Dame has gotten in contact with me. Maryland, every possible person you can probably think about, they've got in contact with me. LaChina Robinson checked in on me, make sure I was okay. It feels good to know that people care, and I mean, I forgot the game was worldwide, so of course everybody's going to know. And I mean, I make a joke about it, saying that I must have been the only person hurt that day, because I mean, it felt good to know that I had that type of love and care and support from everybody. And I usually don't tweet until after the season, but I mean, I had like hundreds of mentions on Twitter and Instagram. People had pictures, and they were writing on my wall on Facebook and texting me. So I just sent out a tweet telling everybody that I really love and respect everybody who came in contact with me and tried to get in contact with me, and I appreciate the love and concern and the prayers that they've been saying for me. And it's really been pushing me through these past couple of days, and hopefully when I get back Tuesday and I find out what's wrong, it'll keep going.
All right, and lastly here, let's forget about the knee for a moment. There's a game tonight. You're going to be there on the bench. Give us a little scouting report here. What are you expecting tonight when your team takes on Kentucky?
Well, I know for one, I expect my team to play hard. That's one thing, and I'm gonna tell them, not to worry about me. It's, I'm out of the equation. So it's more so you guys got to stick. They got to stick together, and I know they are. It's no question about it. Our team is tough. We've been through bumps in the road many times, and I mean maybe this is a big bump for all of us, but I know they're going to do great. We read the scouting report. Coach Reed, Coach Q, all the coaches, they did a great job of scouting this team in such a short amount of time. And, it just comes down to execution. And we've been doing that all season. So, we come out here tonight. We're just going to play hard. We're going to play Syracuse women's basketball like we always do. And, I mean, this game, the game is a game of runs. And whether or not there's, big runs or little runs is whether or not you answer to them. So I think our team's going to answer to them. I know they are.
All right, Britt, all the best in whatever the rehab entails. I know we'll see you back sooner than later.
Thank you.
That's Brittney Sykes. We'll be back here tonight at Memorial Coliseum, Syracuse and Kentucky. The right to go to the Sweet 16 at 6:30. Full coverage later on Cuse TV.